During a recent investigation on Randall's Island, police seized dozens of mopeds and vehicles, some of which were stolen and unregistered. Officials were looking for drugs and guns amid the ongoing violence in the area. Despite city officials implementing metal detectors and a curfew, residents argue these measures are not enforced, leaving a community gripped by fear and lawlessness. On a chilling Monday night, a man shot into a crowd, killing a woman and injuring 2 others near the migrant shelter. The crowd had gathered to follow the presidential election in Venezuela. According to police, the shooter was a victim of an unreported gunpoint robbery earlier that day and sought revenge by indiscriminately firing into the crowd. This tragic event is a stark reminder of the escalating danger on Randall's Island. Violence seems to be an unending nightmare for the residents. In June, a 25-year-old man was stabbed during a massive brawl between 2 groups at the shelter. This incident followed another stabbing earlier that same day. Mayor Eric Adams commented, "Anytime you have 3,000 people who are placed in an environment where they cannot work, they have to sit around all day. Things like this have the potential to happen." His words underscore the dire situation, where idleness breeds unrest and fear. In January, the island witnessed another gruesome incident when a 24-year-old migrant was stabbed to death in a cafeteria tent. Despite the installation of cameras, violence continues unabated, creating an atmosphere of perpetual dread. The police arrested 18 people involved in the brawl, but this did little to alleviate the community's anxiety. Randall's Island, a collective of islands separated from Manhattan by the Harlem River, from Queens by the East River, and from the Bronx by the Bronx Kill, has become a hotspot of fear. The migrant shelter, fully funded by New York State, sprawls across 6.4 acres and houses nearly 3,000 single adult male migrants. Despite these efforts, the shelter has become synonymous with violence and unrest. The rise of migrants to New York City has added another layer of complexity to the already tense situation. The city's ongoing migrant crisis has strained resources and heightened tensions among residents and officials alike. Mayor Eric Adams has been vocal about the challenges posed by the influx of migrants, calling for more support from state and federal authorities to manage the crisis effectively. In an attempt to address these challenges, Mayor Adams took legal action against a bus company transporting migrants to New York City. He argued that the company's actions were exacerbating the city's migrant crisis and creating an unsustainable burden on local resources. However, the court ruled against Mayor Adams, stating that it was unconstitutional to sue a bus company for transporting passengers. This legal defeat highlights the complexities and limitations of addressing the migrant crisis through litigation. In February, tensions flared again during a physical confrontation between NYPD officers and migrants. A video of the scuffle was posted on TikTok, capturing the chaos that ensued when authorities responded to a 911 call about a man causing a disturbance at the migrant shelter. Such incidents feed into the growing fear and insecurity among the residents. The situation on Randall's Island is a stark reminder of the human cost of neglect and inadequate enforcement of safety measures. The fear that permeates the community is not just about immediate threats, but also about the uncertain future. As the violence continues and legal battles rage on, residents are left to wonder when or if peace will ever return to their troubled home. If you found this content insightful and want to stay updated with more stories like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, leave a comment of how you feel about this. Your support helps us bring you more in-depth coverage and analysis. Thank you for watching.